Hey YouTube, how's it going? Chaos Emperor Dragons here, bringing you a combo video slash test hand video of the Thunder Dragon deck I put together. Made a couple of changes to it, so I've added in some trap cards of Macros Cosmos, Imperial Order, Skill Drain, and that's purely to just give a bit more advantage to the deck. When you get scenarios where there's other effect monsters in the field, Skill Drain's brilliant because Titan's just a beast of 3200, and most of the time, most of your opponent's monsters will be 3000 max if they summon one out. So, really good way to just create a large beat stick and not allow them to do anything else. Really good counter to some decks as well. Also, I know the ban list is really close, and obviously this deck might get hit. But I've been having a lot of fun with the deck, so I just wanted to bring you some test hands of it. So let's get into it. And just to start, just prove shuffling the deck. So I haven't prepared any hands. And let's just see what we get. Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not too bad. Cool. So doesn't look like a great hand, but if you think about, so the way I'm thinking of playing this and the way I would probably play this is I would activate either Dimension Fishner or Dimension Shifter, so one of the two, then activate, or actually before, yeah, then activate Allure of Darkness, get the two, banish my Dark to get his effect to add a Thunder Dragon to my hand, and it'll probably be the Hawk because I've already got the fusion, and then try and combo from there, right? So if we activate Dimension Shifter first, so for my opponent's turn, wherever they send to the grave is going to get banished. Let's just say we're playing turn 1, so we don't know who we're playing. That's fine. Let's activate the Allure. Let's see what we get. One Thunder, another Hawk. Cool. And that gets banished off. And we can put that down here. Cool. So that's fine. We need to banish the Dark, so we're going to banish the Dark. That actually allows us to add the Hawk to our hand. Then we can discard the Hawk, which gets banished, to actually bring back the Dark to special summon it onto the field. And we've activated a Thunder Dragon effect in our hand now, so Colossus is live, which is good. So what I'm just debating now in my head is I could go into the Colossus quite comfortably, which would be fine, but then I need something else, right? So could I bring out a Titan as well? So in that case, I need to create a Link monster first. So it just involves me getting another Thunder on the field, which I don't think I can do in this situation. So I think the best is going to have to be tribute this off. So it gets banished for a Colossus, which goes into extra monster zone. And then it's, from here, it's really your judgment and based on the player you're playing and how you read them. Does stopping them search hurt them more? Or would it hurt them more to have a Titan on the field with a pop in your hand? So either way, so I'll set the Dimension Shifter, because Fisher, so because add a bit of pressure, they don't know what it is, and they're already banishing because of Dimension Shifter from their hand. And then we could activate the fusion. We can shuffle in our 3 targets and bring out the Thunder Dragon Titan in defense mode. And then the Thunder Dragon Fusions gets banished. So what it kind of means is for our next turn, well, when it goes to your opponent's turn, you get 1 pop at least, and they've got a big beat stick to get over. The only thing is you don't have the protection effect because you've got nothing in your graveyard. So a bit risky, but it's not the worst. All right, let's reshuffle and see what we can get this time. So not the greatest of opening hand, but we're still able to put our monster on the field. Still be able to get one of the boss monsters out. As I said, it's on your judgment at that point of whether having a Colossus on the field is better to then having the Titan. It's purely your choice, and obviously you do it based on who you're playing and how well you can read them. Cool. So shuffled, next hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's not horrible. We can kind of work with this. Cool. So, how would you process from here? So what I would do is normal summon my Matrix, activate Instant Fusion, bring out the Kaminari attack. I'd blink the 2 off and actually bring out the Summoner. That's gone to the graveyard as well. Now, because I've already got 3 in the graveyard, and I didn't activate the Dimension Shifter. And the reason I didn't activate the Dimension Shifter in this turn, because I want to show you what you can end on if you don't use it. So I'll discard 1 to activate some Summoner's effect to bring back a Thunder. I'm actually going to bring back the Matrix because I haven't used his effect. And then to activate a Thunder effect to my hand, I'm going to discard the Dark to add another one to my hand. There we go. Now I contribute this off to bring out my first Colossus. Use Matrix effect. So add another Matrix to my hand. Just got slightly confused there, but where is it? Probably all bunched together. Yeah, there you go. So add another Matrix to my hand. So, and then from here, I'd probably tribute off my other Summoner to bring out a Colossus. I've got 1 Dark and 1 Matrix in my graveyard. So what I'd probably do is, because they've both got quick effects, and I don't care about the increase, so I'd banish this from my hand and the Colossus from the field to actually bring out the other Titan, or to bring out my first Titan, sorry. And then set a Super Poly. So then on my opponent's turn, I can stop them searching. I've got a Titan out. I've got a quick effect to pop. Or if they somehow able to get rid of my Titan, and I think I'm still in an okay situation because I recognize the deck's like an Orcus deck or something, so I know I can Super Poly the targets away or something like that. Like if I'm playing against a Salad deck, I'd probably use my pop effect to get rid of wherever they're bringing out. Or like a hero deck, they've got a fair few dark monsters that you can use, so therefore I'd be waiting to use my Super Poly, so I'd let them get rid of my Titan and then Super Poly to discard, because you need to discard 1. So as I said, it does depend on what you're playing, but it gives you a lot of flexibility in what you want to do. You either pop with your Titan, and obviously if they try and destroy the other cards in the field, you've got Thunders in your graveyard that you can banish. So if you banish, you can add other cards to your hand as well. So then you can kind of let it survive 1 turn, get a pop, add another card, then use Super Poly. So it actually gives you a lot more flexibility in your plays. Cool. What we can do is we can do 1 more test hand, and then what I'll kind of do is I'll pull out some cards that will kind of allow you to go full combo. Keep in mind, we haven't got like a Battery Man solo yet in our opening hand, which would actually let you go full combo and even on like a crazy board. So, a bit more shuffling. There you go. Cool. Let's see what we get. So you got a Super Poly again, got a Lupine, the second one, I think only 1, 2 in this deck, and a Bachiman Solar. Cool. So actually this is quite an interesting scenario and it's probably a good one to talk through. So when this occurs, you have two choices, right? If you're playing against a deck where you believe your opponent has interruptions, I would use the Lupine because it banishes from the deck and therefore you can't get ashed. Because Ash is all about deck from hand, field or graveyard. So this will play around the Ash. Whereas if you use the Bachiman Solar, yeah, you can go a bit further, but yeah, it can be ashed really easily and then you're going to kind of brick. So what I'm actually going to do is, I'm going to activate the summon the Lupine, use his effect, banish 1 Thunder from my hand, so the Matrix, I'm going to get Matrix effect. I'm going to banish a Roar as well. So if we just go through it, so I get to add the other Matrix to my hand, banish the Roar, and this allows me to summon a Dark to the field. Cool. So now, like, the other Lupine and Solar may be a bit dead in your hand, but for your next turn, they're really good extenders. And obviously, you've got a quick effect for a pop. So what we can do is, we can... You don't have 2 Thunders to go into some Summoner. So you can link the 2 off. Yeah, let's just try this, see where it goes. We can link the 2 off. Go into our IP Masquerena. Should we leave that? Get Dark's effect. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to add a Thunder Dragon Fusion. 1 Thunder Dragon card, yeah. So you can add the Fusion or the Hawk. So if I add the Hawk, then what I'm doing is to discard it, to bring us 1 back, and then my Colossus is live, right? So then I'll contribute that Thunder Monster I brought back and bring out a Colossus. But in this scenario, what I'm going to do is activate my Thunder Dragon Fusion. And then from the graveyard, I can put in that, and I can put in these 2, right? So those 3 go back into the deck. And then I can pull out a Titan. And then what I can do is set a Super Poly. So now on my opponent's next turn, I've got 1 quick effect to pop a card on the field with my Titan. I've got a Super Poly set with 2 cards to discard in my hand, so I can discard one or the other. And then I've got a zone for that Super Poly target to come into. And then straight away I can link it off with IP Masquerena and go into whatever. So depending what they're playing, let's just say they get the 2 Dark, so we end up Super Polying into our Starving Venom. Then we'll just discard the Lupine, for example. Then you can link off the 2. And then you have a choice here, right? So you can either go into your Topologic, Nightmare Unicorn, or if you think you can't use the Titan anymore, you could link that off as well and actually go into your Appaloosa, or do the other way around and go into like a BLS which can't be destroyed. So you have so much flexibility what you can go into and have cards in your field ready for your next turn. So yeah, these are the kind of combos I wanted to show with this deck. As I said, it's a lot of fun. Like I've been taking it to locals. I came second, like quite comfortably with the deck. I only lost to Pens, and like it was just more really bad misplay from my half than actually like the deck itself. Like the deck was fine, like I just misplayed really badly. But yeah, please subscribe, let me know what you think down below, and see you next time.